Hey Virgo, happy birthday. This will be your September monthly reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Please remember these messages are general, so put it where it fits. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you would like to book a personal reading, all my information will be listed in the description box below. You can also follow me over on Instagram. I have that linked below as well. I go live over there a couple times a week. So come catch a word with me over there. But Virgo, let's get into it, baby. All right. So Virgo, you have a very dope month ahead in terms of your own personal growth and reaching personal goals. For Virgos, you guys are super grounded, nurturing, very much so. You are an earth element through and through. Everything has to make sense on the ground. You guys are still open to spirituality, very much so in tune when you are in your higher vibration, but you're very much so I need to see the work on the ground, baby. I gotta see it show up here. I can't just have it hanging out in the etherical realm. I need to see it here in the physical, which makes you great manifestors because you're not only dealing with the world formless, you are very intentional about pulling things into the world of form. You guys got cosmic consciousness. So there's this upgrade of your awareness on a spiritual level, but the way that it translates down here in the physical is going to deeply require you to stay centered and grounded because you guys are analytical and very, you're very much so up in your head a lot because you're very much so about detail, baby. Don't leave out the details. But sometimes that can get you into overthinking and mistrusting your own intuition if you are vibrating at a lower frequency and allowing the outside noise and chatter to disrupt your foundation. So you also got grounding. And I love this here because this is Ganesh. So in terms of needing any obstacles removed this month, you have to know that there will be a clearing of obstacles as long as you're also balancing the cosmic consciousness with the grounding, right? Keeping that balance of the ebb and flow, not overthinking, but not overthinking and being all up in this etherical realm, but also not being one-sided practical. If I can't make it make sense, then forget it. There's gonna have to be this level of trust, and you also got learning. So for some of you might be upping your skill set. Maybe some of you are returning to school or are learning something new, or if it's just learning how to find that balance this month. I'm feeling like you guys are having a really nice flow with the world formless and the world of form, and really getting into the playfulness of this manifesting energy, if that makes sense. And you also got fortune, which is the number 5 in this deck. So that talks about so for me, this is your fortune is changing, right? Luck is turning in your favor. And it is, this particular fortune is creating some sort of change in your life because 5 is the number of change, okay? With the learning, you got 31, which breaks down to 4. So this is something that you're learning that's helping build a sturdy foundation with that grounding energy. Because look, you got a 4 here again. And then with the cosmic consciousness, you got a 10, right? Because 4 and 6 adds up to 10, which breaks down again to 1. So there's a beginning happening here in this month, okay? And look at that. I said play. I didn't even see this. That was right beneath the fortune, okay? So your next right action is going to come through you trusting your intuition and finding a way to find a harmonious balance with trusting your intuition and then making the practical steps on the ground, which you don't really have a problem with. But because of this, let's call it the panorama, and all of these major changes that the collective is going through, because you're so analytical in your head, very practical, needs to make sense on the ground. When the world turned upside down, that might have been a tough challenge for you if you were in the early stages of your awakening, or depending upon your own situation, take what fits. But there was something about that upheaval that really disrupted that, like, I need things to make sense on the ground. And so this month, I feel like you're really, like, Stella got her groove back. Like, you're catching your equilibrium again, and like getting your mojo back in terms of like, this is your season. We are in Virgo season. So this September, you're really going, and even ending August, because I'm filming this towards the end of August. This is your time to start like powering up, getting everything done. You know, now is the time to shift into that space that you really occupy and champion very well. Of let me start making all my moves. Let me dot my I's and cross my T's. Let me make sure that I read the fine print. Like, this is the time, because you will get things done, and you'll get them done faster than you practically think you're capable of, because I feel like there's a lot going on, but you are more than capable to get everything done. So try not to get overwhelmed and not, be too in your head about all the tasks that you have ahead of you and all of these changes that are coming in. They are for your highest good. Look at that. Some of y'all are moving. This is Four of Wands. That talks about a happy home. This could be a deepening of a commitment. This also talks about happy marriages. And maybe you're experiencing a little bit more harmony in your home life because you're doing all of that grounding work and doing all of that sifting through the details in terms of like, what works for me? Like, I did the practical, get everything done, do everything the right way, the way I've always been told to do things, staying in line and step in order. And making sure that I do what I have to do so that I can do what I want to do. But there's and y'all are not people pleasers, but can be like rule followers, right? Or like, I do the thing that is expected of me because I have this like type A personality and I can get it done. But now I feel like it's open season on everybody. And not in a bad way, but just like in a way of like, listen, I'm so determined on my why. I'm so determined on my purpose. I'm so determined on this path I'm going towards that, like, if it requires a move, baby, I'm moving. I don't care about this panorama. If it requires making tweaks and changes to the people around me to create further stability, then that's what I'm going to do. You got the Ace of Cups. Now, Ace of Cups is my cup runneth over. That's self-love. That also talks about a new home. So some of you Virgos are really moving, or this is the month to really start getting the details together on your move. Like, this is the month, like maybe you've been putting the move thing on the back burner because you were focused more so on like finances, savings, or, projects, work. But this month, for some of y'all, focusing on like, where do you feel like you're being called to relocate, or where do you feel called to change your environment? Like, I feel like there's changes, even if it's just changes in your home. I mean, maybe you have roommates and somebody's moving out and somebody else is moving in. Like, use that grounding energy with that cosmic consciousness energy to pull in the right vibration of the right person who will create this cohesive sort of happy home life dynamic, right? Like somebody who fits into your space. Because I'm telling you right now, Virgo's not with the ish this month, okay? We also got Five of Swords. So this is what I'm talking about being too in your head, or, that turns into like self-sabotage energy. It can also be like shiesty energy, like backstabbing energy. But I think you guys are pretty good at discerning who deserves to be in your corner and who deserves to be in your circle and who doesn't. So this for me is more so that energy I was talking about like overthinking and being in your head too much. So that way when you're being too over analytical, you can't make a move. You see, you got King of Wands. So this could be a Casanova. So just if we're going to touch on the love real quick. Careful, careful. This came out right after Five of Swords. You know, King of Wands at his low vibrational is very like, you know, he's Casanova. He's a ladies' man. Everybody wants him. He's happy to share the love with everybody. But this also talks about being action-oriented in your passions. So this is the boost you're getting if you're feeling this surge of like, I gotta get it done. I gotta get it done. This fire is underneath my pants. Like I'm finishing out this program. I'm finishing out my last few weeks at this job because I'm moving on up. I done elevated into this new space. Maybe that's what you're overthinking, right? But this King of Wands energy is very much so like, get up and get it, get up and get it. And when you have all of that energy coming in, and you have all of these lovely changes, because you see this is 5, another 5 card, which is change. This 5 of Swords energy. Swords are thoughts and communication. If you are overthinking or over analytical, you can talk yourself out of a blessing. You can, you know, overthink something to where you end up making a mistake because you're trying so hard not to make a mistake. So just try to go with the flow. Like your word this month is flow, baby. Okay? Flow. Let's get one more from the tarot. 3 of Swords. So you know what it is? If you're reflecting on past things that didn't work out or past energy that was heartbreaking or really felt like an emotional loss, you're clearing that out. You know, 3 of Swords can talk about heartbreak, loss, breakups, but it also talks, because you have cards like this, you know, the 4 of Wands and the Ace of Cups. I'm not feeling like it's that. I'm feeling like you being tripped up on a past mistake or a past heartache or a past something. When all of this newer energy is starting to flow in, you may end up pushing away something that is really meant to step into your life with both hands. You know, like, no, back up. I don't need none of that. Didn't you just hear this is my season and I'm getting it together? And then you don't, you know, anything that's for you, you won't miss, but you can most definitely delay it. You can most definitely take the choppier waters to get there. You can most definitely take the road with more obstacles and brush and debris in its way and have to hurdle other things to get to your goal. So just be mindful of that. And you see, because there's an offer here and it's not an empty gesture, there's a fish in the cup, but because it's a Page of Cups, it's a newer offer. So whether that is in finance, because, you know, fishes could mean money, honey, but typically because it's a Page of Cups, this is like a love offer. It's telling you that it's in its early stages, it's in its beginning stages, but it's not for naught. It's not without substance and sustenance, right? Like there's something very clearly being offered here. And you see how he's kind of like, almost like he's about to step into a bow. Like this is a very, like well-intentional, you know, trying to come correct and trying to be respectful offer I'm feeling, okay? So, Virgo, that's what's up. Let's pull a couple of Intuit oracles and see what we get. I'm liking your reading, Virgo. This is your season. But, you know, don't be discouraged by those other cards, you know, like the 5 of Swords energy and the 5 of Wands. It's not bad in terms of, it's just more work to do. It doesn't mean you're not getting what you need. It's just saying the universe is like, clean these little things up so that they're not coming with you into your new cycle. Sweep these things out of your door so they're not coming with you into your new cycle. You got Fox, self-interest, stealth, deceit, trap, redhead, cunning, sly, crafty, sharp, sleight of hand. Something's not right. So trust your discernment. For a group of you, that might be one of the things you need to clean up, right? Like we said, you might have to change out environments or people from the home life, right? Whatever that looks like for you, this fox goes both ways. Fox energy gets, you know, like a total bad rap, but it in binds and in moments where you feel like your back is up against the wall, that's when you need to have your own self-interest, right? When your back is up against the wall, or you feel like it's just me and I just gotta go for mine, you will have to act from a place of self-interest. And also it will require cunning, wit, being sly to get around your opposition, to get around these energies that you may feel are holding you up, right? So if something does not feel right, step into that higher vibrational fox energy and be very cunning about how you're going to maneuver your way around it. Be crafty about your solution. It's not telling you to be shady. It's just saying, you know, be solution oriented and look for your best way out of the situation, if that makes sense. Okay. Hold up. Ooh, y'all know how I feel when threes come out. If you're new here, when we get 3 cards, I'm always feeling like something special, something good is coming. So we have bouquet, happy, harmony, beauty, creativity, a gift, art, reconciliation, love, openness, expressive, warmth, and gratitude. You see, and one of those words was reconciliation. So maybe it's someone from your past who you experience some of these things with. And it doesn't just have to be in love, you know. And I'm not a fan of like, yeah, give the person who treated you like ish a second chance and another opportunity to do it. But sometimes people go and do their work and come back, and it is a timing thing. And that could be in a friendship, or it can be in, you know, old partnership, relationship to business, you know. But somebody's expressing their gratitude. They're coming through with a lot of warmth, or this could be you feeling this warmth from these gifts you're getting from the universe, all of these wonderful, fortuitous, you know, that fortune card energy coming in. You also got spring, new moon, new beginnings, fresh excitement, rejuvenate, set goals, intentions, a surprise, increasing, coming alive, growth, fertile, new cycle. And it says, yes, spring into action. So I told you, this is about new beginnings, and sometimes new beginnings are choppy. They're a little rough. Feels a little like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm doing this. And in a new beginning, we can overthink things because it's unfamiliar. It's a brand new cycle, you know? So enjoy this brand new cycle of your birthday month, Virgo. This is very good energy. And you got bear, boss, CEO, yes, judge, coach, mama bear. Since we got fertility and mama bear, like, I don't know, some of y'all, either you preggers, you about to be preggers, okay? You's about to be prego. But this is also like very fertile energy, like fiercely protect this thing that is gestating inside of you. If it's a dream, if it's an idea, if it's a gut feeling where you know like something's not right and I need to move, I need to shift, I need to make a change, like trust that hunch. It also has finance. It says protective, finance, benefits, bully, strong, large, hairy, affluent, muscular. So maybe the person who's coming in is a CEO. Maybe somebody wants to invest with you. Somebody's seeing your potential. Maybe you're starting at a new job, right? Maybe there's a new opportunity there for you. Just know that every place you go is going to have that kind of staticky energy, but then there's also a lot of benefits as well. Like it's all about acclimating and getting into that yin yang energy. And our last card is the Hermit. Okay, it says timing a year or more from now during the summer. So maybe the completion of whatever gets started up in Virgo season. And look, it says Virgo, mutable sign of earth, princess of earth. So we are ending literally on your card, Virgo. So a year from now, I feel like things are going to look a lot different. Your environment may look a lot different. Your circle may look a lot different. Your career field may look a lot different. Your finances may look a lot different, but it's all like for your highest good. And it's all relying on your own wit, your own merit, your own zhuzh, if you know what I'm saying. It says analytical, hardworking, intelligent, conscientious, helpful, critical, picky, exacting, responsible. This is the Hermit card. So this may be a time of like really going within, getting up with yourself, and then all this stuff that you are cultivating as we move into the winter months. You might be a little bit more isolated or in that solitary energy where you're like, sorry, y'all, hang on. Where you're like, actually, I need some me time. And maybe you're carving out time for that. But this is like, Hermit is like very much so inner reflection, deep inner reflection. And I feel like the things that and the revelations that you come to in this month are going, you'll see the full fruition of it next summer. Okay, so plant those seeds, water those seeds, tend your garden. You got this. If anybody got this, Virgo, you got this. And just to say at the bottom, y'all know how I feel about twin flames, but I'll say your divine reflection. You got the twin flame card, 1111. So make a wish, boo. If that's in an existing relationship that you want strengthened, you know, with that Four of Wands energy, if it's you trying to call in a partner because you're single, call it in. We got divine partner, mirror. Heart chakra activation. Remember I said about that heart chakra energy and like clearing out the stuff with the Three of Swords? So it's being activated right now. Reflection, other self, catalyst, awakening, soulmate, yin yang. I said yin yang. Balancing masculine and feminine energies. So you see, this is a very good month of coming into balance. And then once you are like up into the deliciousness of that balance, I feel you finding your footing. And then after that, Virgo, you're off to the races. And by the time you blink, you're going to be so up to here in all of your changes and all of your preparatory work and all of this new cycle freshness that by the time you look up, it'll be next summer and you'll have a time to pause and be like, oh, look what I did there. Okay, so Virgo, that was your monthly reading for September. It'll be timeless, so if you, no matter what year you cash this in, if this is your message, this is your message, okay? And with that, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and yeah, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think. All right, so with that, I'm wishing you mad love and many blessings, Virgo. You count, you matter, you are important, you are seen, you are heard, you are worthy, you are deserving, you are magic, baby. Go get up in it. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Later.